Here's other ways you can stand out as an authority in your field. Make each video work even harder for you. Transcribe it, baby. Just transcribe the video. My favorite tool for that is descript.com. In fact, I have an affiliate link for that for anyone who hasn't got it. sarahcordiner.com/descript. I have no idea what I get either, but that's my affiliate link. Basically, you just upload your videos, your Zoom recordings, your workshops. If, like me, when you're speaking on stages, record yourself, put a tripod and a phone at the back of the room, right? Record it, because then you can take the recordings of all these different things that you're doing and simply stick the video inside Descript, and it will create the transcript for you like that. Grab the transcript. Always make sure you chuck it in your ChatGPT so that it's learning even more about you. It's learning all of your content. But basically, with this transcript, you can now go and create a blog post with it. You can create an article on LinkedIn. Ooh, there's 2 more rings on your spider's web. Hey, you could go onto other distribution platforms like Medium, another spider's web. You can actually paste it into ChatGPT and say, can you create an email that I can send out to my list with this? Can you turn this into a bunch of social media posts using this transcript? This is massive. All those spider's webs, all of those things you can do with that one video transcript. Bam. Next, take all of your content, all of your blog posts, all of your video transcripts, pop them all into ChatGPT and ask it to help you create a book outline, and then turn that content, the transcripts of your own content that's come from your own head and out of your own face, in your own way, in your own unique communication brand personality style, and make a book. This is an incredible visibility bumper. If you want to get more visible, become an author. It really is still, to this day, a great way to establish credibility in your space and gain even more credibility. The second you've got author after your name, all you have to do, guys, is press File, Save As, EPUB, and upload it to Amazon. You're published within a day. If you want help with that, join the Legends Lab. I've got a whole course on exactly how to become a published author, and I've had many people come out as #1 bestsellers from that. So do go and check it out. But really great way for you to gain more visibility. Another way to get more visibility is by podcasting, and you can do that by just, again, turning the videos that you've made into audios. Just go in to Descript and press File, Save As, Audio. Upload it to a podcast distribution channel. Boom. You've just got a podcast by simply taking the audio out of the videos that you're making to gain visibility. Podcast, amazing. You can also be a podcast guest. Really easy to do. So I've just realized I wasn't sharing my screen with anyone, was I? So I just share my screen with you for a second. We talked about transcribing your videos. We talked about turning your content into books. And we've talked about turning your videos into audio files so that they can become podcasts. Now, this next bit, you do need to see the screen. Another way to gain more visibility, and this was one that I used in the early days. Remember when I said I came from corporate and had no public following? I wanted to get out in the public market. I had no marketing budget. I had no team of people. So I thought, why not just steal other people's audiences ethically? So what we did is, I say we, it was me to begin with, and then I hired Febby to help, back then I just went to Google and I typed in this very specific prompt, okay? It goes like this. It is your target audience, podcast, and then in square brackets, be a guest, okay? That's what you type into Google. Your target audience, podcast, and in square brackets, be a guest. What this will do is it will find every single podcast in that niche that actually has a page called Be a Guest, meaning they accept and are looking for people to come and be guests on their show. Now, some of these podcasts have genuinely spent years building up an audience. Some of them have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of downloads a month. So if you could get yourself one of those, you have just acquired that many eyeballs on you by being a guest speaker on that platform to an audience that somebody else has already built. So that's one way to do this. Go in and use that Google formula to go and find podcasts that you can present on. Now let's take this to another level. Let's bring this up to 2025. Who here has played with what's called ChatGPT Operator? Operator is the new big brother of ChatGPT. It is separate, and unfortunately it comes with this stinking price tag. You do have to have a ChatGPT Pro account to be able to get an Operator account, and it is $200 a month, I'm afraid to say. However, it's basically a full-time employee. Basically what I did this morning, and here's an example quite literally of it right now, is I typed into Operator here, find all the podcasts in the topic of entrepreneurship, business, and speaking and course creation that have a Be a Guest page or accept guest speaker applications. Provide the podcast name and the link to the contact page or the email address. And what this did is it literally then goes and searches the internet for you. And here it is. It says you can now access it here. It's now created a Google Sheet with the contacts for me to go and contact. So it does the research on your behalf. Now, the next thing I would do with that is then whether you're going and collecting those manually using the Google search method, or you're getting AI to find those contacts of podcasts that you can present on for you. The next step, obviously, is to upload that to a CRM like Tekmatix, upload the CSV file that's been created, pop them all into a workflow, and make sure that workflow is sending out your expression of interest or your pitch to go and be a guest speaker on their show. Include what you want to talk about and a couple of learning outcomes that you'll provide, and set it to send them 6 monthly reminders if they haven't booked you in, so that it just sits there on autopilot, sending out your cold outreach for you, getting you consistently booked on podcasts. So that's another way that you can dramatically grow your visibility. Those podcasts are going to be out there forever. They are all more rings on the spider's web.